I could be a producer and not even touch the record at all. Just because you have Logic and a MacBook Pro and a MIDI controller and an audio interface does not all of the sudden make you a producer. Here's the thing that a lot of producers don't want to do or don't want to admit. It's a pride thing that you have to touch the record, you have to play, you have to. I've gotten to that point where I realized my man Dale says, think you need to reiterate the fact that you produced this record and only program the percussion. I think that's a good point. Cause most people say, they'll say like, I produced this record. And the common thought process behind being a producer is that you have to play everything, is that you have to do everything. So in your mind, I guarantee you, when I said I produced this record, what you instantly thought is I did all of the aux, I did all of the keys, I did I played the organ, I arranged it, I did all of that. When I said I produced it, that's the instant thing that went through your mind probably when I said I produced the record. But here's the thing with being a producer. I could be a producer and not even touch the record at all, because I said this before on streams before and on situations before. You're a producer when you have a budget. Producers have budgets to work with. And that's not knocking anybody that, is doing, but you have to be clear about what the job and the function of a producer is. Let's be clear about what a producer is. A producer manages, he's the creative lead over the production. He oversees it from start to finish. Sometimes, yes, and a lot of times that does include playing all of the instruments himself or doing all of those things like that. But sometimes as a producer, you can touch a record and never, you can produce a record and never actually touch it. This is a prime example. I produced this record, and the only thing that I did on it was program percussion or loops using Loop Elements. That is the only musical, as far as like in the composition, and besides arranging the song myself. I was a part of the arrangement of the song, but actual physical playing, I was not a part. I didn't play keys on the record. I didn't play organ on the record. I didn't do aux on the record. So you see what I'm saying? So there's no rule that says that you have to do it. As a producer, you have a budget. You work with a budget that the artist gives you, or that the company gives you, or that the label gives you. Those are what producers do. And I know this is a controversial point that a lot of people don't talk about or think about, but just because you have Logic and a MacBook Pro and a MIDI controller and an audio interface does not all of the sudden make you a producer. Producers have budgets. Producers have networks. Producers have connections. So it's all about. Here's another thing that would show that you're not always ready, or you're not in a 100% place to be a producer or to call yourself a producer. And I'm not trying to down anybody. I hope that's not how this is coming off as condescending. I just want to make sure that we're clear about what the function of what a producer does. A real producer knows how to get the right people in the room that will serve the record. I was able to look at this and say, stylistically, I need somebody that can do X, Y, Z. So I'll give you a prime example with this song in the hymn. Let's go here. I want to break down something with the keys, and let's go here. I'm going to show you guys something. One of the reasons why I called Josh to do the record as far as keys and playing and stuff is because stylistically, I knew that when it came to the hymn on this song, that's way back here. I need to go all the way back. Right here, this section. Mixing is a very, very hard art to master. I know because I've been trying to master this art for several years. That is one of the reasons why I do Mix Mondays. It's a learning environment, and every mix that I do, I learn something new. And I've taken everything that I've learned over the years and we have poured it into our mixing templates. Mixing templates are a great starting place, and we have created several templates that allow you to get up and going quickly, and we have created them for Logic Pro X, we have created them for Pro Tools, for Studio One, for Ableton Live, and so many others. So if you're interested in taking your mixing to the next level, or even just getting started, make sure you check out these links down below in the description of this video and grab your template today. All right, back to the show. So stylistically, do I know how to play There's Power, Wonder Working Power in the Blood of the Lamb? Absolutely, I do know how to play that song. I grew up on that song. But here's the thing, I grew up Baptist. So my framework for playing that song is framed around Baptist. And Baptist isn't what this song needed. What this song needed was something a little bit more stylistic. And if I know that there's somebody, here's the thing that a lot of producers don't want to do or don't want to admit. It's a pride thing that you have to touch the record, you have to play, you have to. I've gotten to that point where I realize who can do this better than me. You know what I mean? Who can serve this part of the song better than I can? You know what I'm saying? And Josh, I knew stylistically he could pull it off. So that's the person I called to do the keys. I did not let my pride get in the way to say that I have to play on this record, that I have to be the one that did the keys, that I had to be the one to play. It would have been a totally different record. And when I let him put his hands on it, he was able to add some stuff in stylistically, hits and things that I wasn't even thinking about as we do. I have a whole session with Josh where I told him what I needed and he gave me what I needed back. So you see what I'm saying? That's what producers do. It's a creative lead that can lead. So I touched every part of this record. I sat on Zoom calls. I sat on phone calls, on FaceTime calls with the bass player, with the guitar player, with the drummer. I actually did virtual sessions with these guys and walked them through the record and told them exactly what I needed. That is the function of a producer. And I want you guys to understand that. I just want you guys to kind of expand your mind and get out of the mindset or the mentality that I have to produce, I have to play everything. Sometimes you need to call somebody else that could do it better than you do. What's the saying? Or at least the saying that I say, if you're the smartest person in the room, then you're pretty dumb. So I want to surround myself with people that are smarter than me. And it also frees me up creatively to start thinking of the big picture because I'm not close. I'm too close. So, because I know I got to mix the record. I got to know. So I'm thinking about the beginning from the end. Anyway, let me stop beating that horse. Yo, I hope you enjoyed this exclusive clip from our Mix Monday live streams. We do these live on Monday nights, so make sure you grab the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss it when we go live. If you want to check out more of these, check out this playlist right over here. And if you're interested in taking your mixing or production to the next level, check out the templates and the links that we have below. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. I'm out. Peace.